So, how are you liking the bay so far?
You really asking me that?
Too boring?
How are you, Romeo? Things must have settled down at your place.
Excuse me?
With Penn out of the way, I imagine life's a bit calmer.
Well, it would be if you and your boss just left us alone.
Dex has a fish called MacGyver. MacGyver was a cop, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't really a cop. He was more CIA. Actually, he wasn't really CIA, I guess. He was more...
Nicole and Alf must be pleased now that Penn's out of the picture.
Wouldn't you be? The guy put them through hell.
How about Miles? How's he coping with it all?
You should probably ask him.
You're an intelligent guy, Romeo. You must have an opinion.
I think I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah, me too.
Thought they'd never leave. I hate making small talk. I'm sure you do as well.
Doesn't look like you hate it.
You know, I've been thinking this place must cost a fair bit to run. I mean, what would that glass cost, for example?
About $10.
And you'd break a few a night, right? Bet it all adds up. Especially with the rising cost of food, and the rent here can't be cheap.
We make enough to cover expenses.
Really? I find that surprising. How many customers do you have a night?
Enough?
It'd have to be packed to make the kind of money required.
Like I said, we get enough.
Can I have a menu?
Why?
Because I want something to read. I'm hungry. I thought I might sample your cooking.
I am not going back over there.
Fine by me, as if I want to watch a cop lady throw herself at you.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. That was an interrogation.
You're supposed to be keeping the focus on Dex.
I didn't want to be answering my questions.
You're an intelligent guy, Romeo.
This is crazy. You're acting like you don't trust me when, if anything...
What? You're still thinking about the letter, aren't you? All this hinting at trust and honesty.
You're reading way too much into it.
Are you still thinking about Annie too?
You are not seriously bringing that up again, are you?
I want to go home.
Good. Me too. You want to tell Dex?
No, let's just go.
You know, for a girl genius, you're pretty quiet.
I don't like that term.
What's wrong with quiet?
No, I mean girl genius.
Oh, I completely understand.
I doubt it.
No, I do. It must be tough being in the spotlight all the time, everyone expecting you to come up with a cure for cancer. It's probably why you became a cop, right? Less attention.
I could guess.
I'm actually smarter than I look, you know. I'm kind of a genius myself.
Sure you are. And your sister too, right? And her boyfriend would have to be...
I'm serious. You can ask me anything.
3,000 times 117.
351,000.
Who was the first person to successfully fly a plane in Australia?
Harry Houdini. Anytime you want to ask a hard one.
Who built the Great Pyramids?
The Atlanteans. Although the orthodox Egyptologists would disagree.
Okay, will that be all?
Unless you think I should order more.
No, I think that'll do you just fine. Shouldn't be too long.
No hurry. I'm happy to wait.
If you want to ask me something, go ahead and do it.
Well, I'm a bit curious. With all the ongoing costs here, how are you planning on paying back Penn? Unless, of course, you weren't.
Don't be ridiculous.
I wouldn't call it ridiculous. In fact, a debt you can't pay back, I'd call that a motive for murder.
Why do you hide how smart you are?
I've seen enough teen movies to know how it goes. People like us, no friends, no girlfriend, look like geeks, no thanks.
So you pretend to be dumb.
Not dumb, just not real smart. I like to think of it as a Superman, Clark Kent kind of thing.
So you're deluded as well as clever.
That's what MacGyver said.
You mean your fish? You talk to your fish?
No, that'd be weird. Sometimes he talks to me. So was this a good first day?
Surprisingly, yes.
Do I have a shot at another one?
Dex,
You don't like me, do you?
it's not that. It's just, it's not going to work out.
I could stop talking to my fish if that's the problem.
It's not.
Or I could be less nerdy.
It was a setup. It was Detective Robinson's idea. Use this date as a way to get answers out of Romeo.
This whole thing.
I'm sorry, I didn't have a choice.
So you thought you could just use me to get to Romeo? Is that how you treat people? You just mess with their feelings to get what you want?
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to hurt you.
Well, you did.
Hey. I'm sorry I bailed.
Was it the jealous fembot taking over?
Something like that.
It's all right. I just wish you'd taken me with you.
I thought things were going well between you and Graves.
It was all a setup, and I was her chump. I just wish MacGyver hadn't given me hope that a detective of her caliber would be interested in me.
You gonna kill your fish?
No. I'm a nerd, not a psycho.
You're not a nerd.
I'm not.
No, nerds get dissed on at school. You don't get dissed on.
I don't get talked to either.
Well, that's because people don't really know how to take you. I mean, maybe if you stopped acting so
Nerdy?
different. I mean, at first, just so you don't scare people off before they can realize what a truly amazing guy you are.
You're just saying that because you have to.
Yeah, and I want my ice cream back.
We're closed. Or can't you read the sign?
I can read.
Gina, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting you. Okay. Well, I'm always expecting that it's you that walks in my door late at night. Anyway, do you want a drink? The juice machine's been packed up, but there's plenty of bottled water.
No, thank you. I'm fine. I heard about what you did today, and I wanted to say thank you.
No, I didn't do it for you.
I know. It meant a lot to the kids to have you stand by them like that.
Well, to tell you the truth, it meant a lot to me as well. Even though we weren't successful, it felt liberating to do something that wasn't motivated by money or other self-interest.
Anyway, I just wanted to come and tell you that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
G'day, mate. Could I get a beer when you got a minute?
Yeah, how'd your council meeting go?
Well, it went for about twice as long as it should have, but it was okay. Stone, the flaming crows. Can't a bloke come in here for a quiet drink without that mongrel breathing down your neck?
What do you think I like him being here? Who knows I haven't paid back pen yet?
And let me guess, he thinks you killed him to get out of coughing up the dough.
Something like that, yeah.
About as valid as the motives he's been hurling in my direction.
Well, Charlie reckons the only reason he's here is to watch Graves try and get something out of Romeo. Got any idea what that could have been?
He what? Are they still here?
No, I don't think the date went very well. Indy and Romeo left pretty much straight after he got here.
You've got a flaming hide.
Watch that temper, Ralph. Wouldn't want it getting you into trouble again.
I told you to leave the kids out of it.
No problems. You confess, and I'll be in the next squad car out of here. Or you. I don't care at this point. I know one of you did it.
All right, if you're so sure of yourself, go ahead. Arrest me. Yeah, I thought so. I think I'll give that drink a miss, mate. Don't choke on the prawn.
Doogie, I hope I haven't unleashed anything I'm going to regret.
I didn't have time to change, so
So what did we find out?
Romeo's girlfriend really needs to get a handle on the whole jealousy thing before she drives him away, and that Dex really isn't that bad of a kid. For a nerd.
I'm glad you're reliving your youth courtesy at the residence of Summer Bay, because let's face it, probably wasn't that good the first time around. Did you find anything out about the murder?
They didn't say anything. In fact, they didn't even hang around long enough to eat. They knew exactly why I was there, and your presence didn't help any. So,
You know what I think?
No, but I'm sure you're about to tell me.
I think you're the hindrance in this case. Your interest in it goes way beyond that of an investigating officer.
Are you saying that I'm compromised?
Now that you put it that way.
I've done everything above board. You wouldn't have half the information you've got if it wasn't for me.
True, but it's the half I don't have that worries me. I'm sure there's plenty of other business to keep you occupied at the station from now on.
You're sidelining me.
You should be thankful that's all I'm doing.
Next time on Home and Away.
Are you asking me to move in with you?
Yeah. What's going on with you and Romeo?
Romeo wants what Romeo wants. Nothing I can do to change it.
You still think I choose Annie?
All right, fine, I admit it.
I told you I'm not in love with her.
I had this really weird feeling that something was coming to the bay and it was going to change our lives. Maybe it was about Ken's body finally turning up.
This Robertson bloke, he's got me so wound up, my eyes are about ready to pop.
You're not worried about the dream, are you?
Robertson knows I lied about Tulip. He knows I threatened Penn. I don't know what to do, Miles. I'm stuffed.
Miss an episode of Home and Away? Or just want to see it again? Catch up online at Yahoo 7 TV. Just click +7.